See if I can get on. You're live. We're live, Sammy.
Hello.
Hello out there, fellow palm freaks worldwide and banana lovers. This is my daughter. Hey, you're going to man the booth for 1 sec because I'm going to go grab a rock that she painted. I'm going to show you something.
Oh, gosh. Hello there.
I'm going to show them the rock.
He's going to show you a rock I painted.
The rock she painted. Okay, so if there's anybody out there right now, if you're not out in your gardens playing, this is a pretty cool rock. Sammy just arrived here about a half hour ago, and she presented me with this rock. Anybody know what type of palm tree that is? See? Cool, right? Sammy is short for Samantha, right? That's a pretty cool rock. So this is actually a beach rock. Is it a river rock or a beach rock?
River rock. I live by the Oyster River in Black Creek, Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
The Big Island.
Yeah.
The Big Island. So that's a river rock. Brought some black licorice over. So today, for anybody that's tuned in, see, I don't see any commenting yet. So I don't see anybody in there yet. See, once they start commenting,
that's when
it goes along the side there. So I'm imagining that you guys are having pretty awesome weather, like we are here on Salt Spring Island. So you probably don't want to be stuck inside watching a boring old live stream with me talking about rocks and banana beer. Banana bread beer. That looks backwards, doesn't it? Banana bread beer.
Can I smell that?
Here.
Once you open it, I want to.
Yeah,
it smells like banana. I wonder if it smells like banana bread.
Made with bananas. Brewed with bananas. You can smell maybe a little bit.
A little bit?
Maybe.
Oh, no, yeah, there's definitely a tint. I can smell banana.
Is there, I guess there is probably weed in it, so you probably couldn't.
Wheat, yeah.
Too bad.
Pollution free.
More for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, hope everybody out there is doing well. So we're 1 minute and 56 seconds into this live stream, and I see a blank canvas on the right-hand side. So if you're listening or watching, don't be shy. Leave your comment, because I'm going to leave a comment right now. So current temperature here is 23.7 degrees Celsius with 52.1% humidity. It is absolutely a perfect day. Wouldn't you say it's probably perfect out here?
It is perfect. It's not too hot and it's not chilly. It's just
the weather is just nice. So
divine.
Sammy lives by the river, and what she does, she takes her big inflatable rubber ducky.
Yeah.
And she sails down the. Do you sail down the river?
I do sail down the river. It's a big inflatable rubber duck. It probably fit 6 people on it, but I have it.
Are you serious?
It's huge. It's
really
6 foot. It's almost 7 foot by 7 foot. It's
oh my God! I didn't think it was that big.
Yeah. It's huge.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There's somebody in there. Hamish Smitty. How's it going? Hey, whereabouts are you? Kia ora. Whereabouts are you again, Hamish? What's your location? You know we're here in the Southern Gulf. 48 degrees north latitude here in the North Pacific. Yeah, and Sammy lives at about 50 degrees north latitude near Campbell River, right?
Yeah, near Campbell. Yeah.
How far is it from Campbell River?
It's about
New Zealand. He's in New Zealand.
Oh, cool.
New Zealand. So this is my daughter, Sammy, and she's come down from the Big Island to visit me. She lives up near Campbell River on the Big Island, 37 degrees south. Okay, so you're in a beautiful country there, New Zealand. You know, I have a good friend named Phil, and his daughter has a place in New Zealand, and he goes to New Zealand for 6 months every year. And he said, Joe, if you go to New Zealand, you would probably never go back to Hawaii. That's how nice New Zealand is. He says the vegetation they grow there is unbelievable. And I believe him. I mean, I've seen what they grow in New Zealand from North Island to South Island. I know if you get down into Dunedin and Invercargill, it can get cold, but there still are palm trees and exotica way down there. And, there's Jane in Hawaii.
Hi,
Jane's in Honolulu.
Oh,
this is my daughter, Sammy, visiting from the Big Island. And Vancouver Island is what we call the Big Island because we're on one of the smaller islands. We're in the Southern Gulf Islands here. So folks, look what I'm drinking today. We got some banana beer happening here. Have you ever seen banana beer? Banana beer. And this Ben Friesen, hello, aloha.
Hi, Ben.
It caught my attention when I was in there in the Uptown liquor store to get a 6-pack of just some cheap beer. And I said, hey, there's banana beer. And you know what? It actually tastes like bananas because it is brewed with bananas. And the temperature right now, like I say, is absolutely perfect. It's, like I say, in the mid-20s and low humidity. So hello, Ben. Hello, Jane. Aloha, Jane. Hope all is well in Honolulu. Hope you're staying safe. And everything's good here. There's a few more tourists on Salt Spring Island, but not as packed as it usually is. Before all of this stuff took place in March, it would have been way more busy with tourism, but tourism has definitely slowed down. Here's a tourist right here. This is a girl that's been here her whole life.
Tourist. Yeah.
Yeah, she grew up on Salt Spring Island, and now she's back visiting. And then she lived in England.
I did live in England.
Did you live there for 3 years?
Yep, 3 whole years.
She lived in England for 3 years. So she lived in Somerset, Taunton, which was close to Devon, right?
Yeah, Taunton, Somerset, and then Torquay, Cornwall, which is right by Plymouth.
Is it South Cornwall? South Cornwall.
Yeah, southwest.
So she lived in southwest Cornwall. So I remember her sending me pictures of lots of palm trees when she lived in South Cornwall. And Cornwall is very mild, and even it is in Devon too, because they're influenced by the Gulf Stream current. So flowers tend to bloom very early there, and there's a lot of palm trees. In Cornwall. There was, isn't there? Yep. Even along the promenade, there's lots of palm trees too, like date palms. It's an amazing climate. And you know, the funny thing is the latitude is the same as Vancouver. We're at actually a lower latitude than Cornwall here on Salt Spring Island, but yet they can grow more stuff there because of the Gulf Stream current. It goes right by and it regulates the air temperature, so never gets that cold. Hope you're learning something there. I know Jane knows a lot. Jane is a very smart cookie. Jane, how are you doing, Jane? How's your garden growing in Honolulu? They call Cordyline's Torquay palm. They do. So
Torquay, Torquay is in Cornwall.
Yeah, Torquay. So it's the common palm of Torquay, which is a New Zealand cabbage palm or New Zealand cabbage tree. Julia Gerard, hi, how you doing? Jane, I know a Hawaiian plant that may grow in your climate. What is it, Jane? Give me the dirt. I want to know. Jane's a regular.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Jane.
Yeah. So, and Sammy's been to Honolulu a few times. Yeah. She's been to Oahu 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, probably 4.
Yeah, I think she's been to Hawaii 4 times now. We took them as kids. First time she's there, she was 5. Remember taking her to the Honolulu Zoo.
1999 was it? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
October 1999, the first time she went to Hawaii, she was 5 years old. So you can do the math and figure out how old she is now. You can't do the math and figure out how old I am because I'm a lot older than her. Yeah, what is the Hawaiian plant, Jane? I'm very curious. Hello, Julie. Hello, Hamish. Hello, Ben. So it's nice to see you in there. We got a few people. We got people from the Southern Hemisphere. We got people from the Central Pacific. Sapporo. Oh, I've heard of that plant before. Marmon tree, Sapporo. I've really heard of that plant, and I'm just trying to picture the looks of it. It flowers, correct? And what's the hardiness on it? I would be curious. So you got to remember, it's very rare for us here to drop below minus 6.5 degrees Celsius in a bad winter. Okay, the coldest we've been here is 18 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've lived here going on pretty much 3 decades, okay? So this is our 28th year in this long time. So I've never seen it get colder than 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So what is the hardiness on that tree? How much cold can it tolerate? See how much fun live streams are? Mamane can grow at 11,000 elevation covered in ice. Is that right? Wow, I got to...
What's 18 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
About -8.
-8, okay.
I think it's about close to maybe -7.8. Hey, Jane, do you have a converter there? What's 18 degrees Fahrenheit? Is that like -7 or -8? It might be -7 something, I think. And -6.5 is 20 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. So pretty rare to drop below that. And the proof is in the pudding because we've got lots of exotic plants growing around us here, and they all do very well. So the many species of Sapporo from New Zealand. Oh, okay. Well, we do grow plants from New Zealand here. And okay, I'm definitely going to look into that. Mamane, M-A-M-A-N-E. Well, 11,000 foot is pretty high. So are those 11,000 foot mountains on the South Island of New Zealand? Or is there mountains that high in New Zealand, 11,000 foot? I know there's a lot, they call them the New Zealand Alps on the South Island. And I actually have a photo on my wall, and the photo is up in the mountains on the South Island. It's covered in tree ferns. And we actually do have tree fern growing in our garden, but from Tasmania. Oh, -7. Okay. 18F is one. Thanks, Jane. Jane is smart. 18F is -7. So what's the weather like in Honolulu today? Give me the dirt. I bet you, I'm guessing it's 28 degrees Celsius, maybe 30. And humidity's obviously a little bit higher than here. Highest is 12,000 foot mountains. And I'd never realized 86 Fahrenheit in Honolulu. Toasty. That's warm.
I don't know.
That's warm.
Fahrenheit.
So that would be probably close to 30 degrees. Probably 30 something degrees.
Anything above 30 is
It's
really
probably
warm.
like, what, 32 degrees Celsius or something like that?
Okay.
That's up there.
Yeah, because we had 32 the other day, a really hot day, and it was unbearable.
It gets, that's pretty hot for here. We were 30 something plus degrees Celsius. And one day the humidity was a little higher and it felt awful. midwinter here today around 17. So it's winter in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it's the opposite.
Ben freezing 30.5. Okay, so 86 is 30.5. So the other day we were up into the 30s here, and it was stinking hot. We were up close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And personally, working in it, I did not like it. When I came home from work, it was okay, but I didn't want to stay outside that much. I wanted to actually go in the house where it was cooler. Right now is absolutely perfect. So it's around 24 something degrees Celsius, something like that. It is actually a really nice temperature. It's not cold, it's not hot, and there's a little bit of a breeze blowing off the ocean, which makes it feel good. And when the humidity's lower, it makes it feel even better. And drinking a banana beer makes it feel that much better. Hamish, 17, not freedom unit, 17C. Well, we're metric, so we're metric here in Canada, Hamish. So 17C, let's see, double that and add 30. It's roughly about 65 degrees Fahrenheit there, right? Something like that. I think that's how I do it.
Is that how you do it? You double the number.
I would double it. Yeah, I would double that, which is 34, and add 30. So I'm going to guess around 65 degrees, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. There's actually an online conversion.
Yeah, that's what.
If you go to online conversion on the internet, it's really easy. You just Google it, right? That's all you got to do.
Where all the answers are.
You know what? 17 degrees Celsius, I really enjoy here, working in those temperatures. Working in 30 degrees Celsius, we're actually all complaining at work. It's just way too hot. And the other day, I got a bit of heat stroke. It was in the 30s where I was working, 30 plus degrees Celsius. I was in the sun all day. I didn't drink enough water. And then I started feeling really dizzy at the end of the day. And then I felt kind of queasy when I got home. So I drank some coconut water, and because it's got electrolytes in it, and more water. And then I started to feel better. But it's easy to get heat stroke when you're working out in those temperatures. And you have to drink a lot of water. So Ben, Hamish, are you in the South Island or North Island of